What's up, boys and girls? This is day 310 of backtesting. Every single day we're pushing with this so very fast, and I'm liking it. So without delay, let's get backtesting. Braham Model 2018. Right, we have this liquidity run right here. First we'll check the daily, and let's go to the next daily time frame right here. Now checking the daily, it looks like price is already going higher, but we can just determine bias just like that. So price is looking a little bit bullish. We have an unfilled gap right here. I like to see a retracement below these lows, like a liquidity run, then we can start trying out some good longs. Okay, very crazy SMT here. I think price is gonna displace higher either way. Okay, so let's see, we have more draws here. Let's see if we'll maybe get an entry here. Can try longs right here. So I would like to try out longs right here and see if price starts going higher, like all the way to this high. Now if we tap into this 5 minute, then I will close my position. Wait, when did it tap the gap though? Looks like we got an inversion like right here. Can try again longs and see if price is all the way to this high for a 3R. Ooh, I think this is a 15-minute gap rejection. It should be a break even. I think like after this gap here holds, it's obvious indication the price will start going lower. Down. So what kind of conditions was this? Let's go to the next trading day here. New AM session. So price is still displacing higher. The 4 hour we have an unfilled gap right here. It will be good if price retraces into this unfilled 4 hour then start going higher, but it will depend. Either way, I think price could displace like to these highs here. Let's see, where are the Asia highs and lows? We have London lows untapped. So if price displaces lower, I'll be looking for shorts towards those lows. Aside from that, I will be just looking for longs, and fortunately this stream might start lagging because of internet issues. Bro, this internet is really disappointing me. Okay, so 15, let's just wait here and see. So right, open, don't run any liquidity here except for this run here. Alright, we get the drop, displacement lower, and run on London low. So now we run this low here, and looks like we might close inside of this 1 hour gap. So now here will be a good opportunity where I would like to try out longs. So we have an obvious gap right here. Yeah, I think this will be a good draw. Let's try it out. Yeah, we're cooked. Damn. What did we do wrong here though? I think I should have moved to break even when price tapped into the 5 minute here. Alright, we get another run on liquidity at these lows. It's a 15-minute gap retracement. We have this draw and higher, so we can still try out longs. The price could possibly disappoint us again. Like this. If you don't displace higher, I'm moving to break even. This was a win that came after years of waiting. Let's go to the next trading day. So there is a gap here. The price is trying to reject, but I'd like to see price hold inside it. But I would just like to go with the 1 hour time frame. Like, it's possible they could just drop all the way through to this low right here. We'll see. So maybe on the next retracement high I could try out some shorts. $30-minute retracement. We get a 30-minute here. You can see this 30-minute. Maybe it could go higher. Yeah, this is a good 5-minute closure actually. I think I could try out shorts from this. Because, well, we tapped into the 30-minute around this high. And you can see that we have an SMT at this high here. There's a gap. So if price could hold inside here, then I could try out shorts like to this low here and to Asia lows. Try out shorts. Would be something like this. I would like to Asia lows more though, like up to 2R. Okay, break even level tapped into, then full closure of the position. Bang. 2.2R locked in. And then price continues lower. Let's see. Bang. Also hits this draw here, which is very, very beautiful. I mean, I was waiting for it as well. Okay, this is good. Okay, here we get another possible opportunity. 15-minute gap retracement. Still, price is bearish. Then 1 minute. Can see 1 minute just inversed. I mean, I would like to short it, but I've already taken the trade that I wanted to take for the day. Here, I think you could squeeze out like a 1-to-1, like for passing the account or something like that. Let's see. Yeah, fails to display slower. Yeah, that's why I was calling it a scratch trade. Hey, that was a fire trade, bro. Fire trade. Anyways, let's go to the next trading day. New York AM. Oh, come on. Don't tell me it's going to lag again. Let's refresh this. Apparently, I'm about to finish this session. I'm in November the 5th, which means I'm remaining with 2 months. So I might finish this month today. Hopefully. Then do the next one tomorrow. Will depend. My internet is disappointing me. Bro, NQ ain't loading. Let's wait and see if it loads now. Damn, why is NQ not loading? ES is loading though. Let's try loading it again. Come on. Okay. Well, let's just analyze ES in this case, but I don't really get what's wrong here. So we're checking the 1 hour. Let's just do it on ES. So we have Asia lows, London lows, all stacked up that lower, and we had retracement into this ES gap. So I would like to see prices place lower, but let's check the daily. You can see we've been printing bullish candles, which means there's a possibility that we could just continue higher. So I'd like to wait and see what price could do in this kind of situation. Okay, so right at open we push higher. You can see that we run this high here, and after running this high here, now we started displacing lower, and you can see that we're forming a good inversion actually. Like this 2 minute we inversed 3. The best inversion is in the 1 minute, I mean the 2 minute here, which was like inversed with some good displacement. So right here we can target the shorts, and well, my break-even target will be once we tap into this unfilled 15-minute gap. So we can take shorts right here, stop at these highs, and see if price displays all the way to these London lows. Let's do the sell. Okay, price is now displacing beautifully though. Okay, there is the break-even level, get tapped into, then now we display slower. No way don't tell me we're gonna reverse like after edging these lows. Okay, let's wait. Okay, so it looks like we keep playing around inside of the gap, and then we head all the way to my break-even level. Oof. So this is actually not good. So one of the thing here I think I can take from this is maybe I could target these pre-market lows. For example, this 835 low right here. This will be like a 2.21 hour trade. So wasn't bad. Okay, let's go to the next trading day actually. New York AM. It's also gonna lag, man. Something is wrong with my trade seller. Everything else is loading fine. Alright, we're in a new day here. NQ failed to load, so we're gonna be trading ES. Checking the 4-hour. Well, price looks like it's holding inside here, but in these kinds of situations, what would I like to tell myself? Well, I like to see how the 1 hour reacts, and how could the 1 hour react considering that we're in this situation where price is creating higher highs, running liquidity, creating higher low, higher highs, higher lows. So I would like to see price start displacing all the way to these highs right here. So this is just the 4 hour. This is why I'm not getting attached or making up any biases here. I'm just marking out potential draws, but the 1 hour will draw the exact draft that we would want. For example, here 1 hour is creating higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then you should create a high high. That will be the next. So I would like to look for longs inside of this area if price presents those longs, because it's also possible that price could go just tap into this gap then displace lower. So let's see how price behaves, then we react accordingly. What's up, Ricardo Martinez? Okay, right at open we push higher. I'd like to see if it's in the gap. Yes, you can see it's in the 1 hour gap right here, and we hit the first bullish draw on liquidity. So this suggests the price is going to continue going higher. Might wait for some continuations on these moves. Get a small 15-minute gap retracement, then we get this small inversion here. Now this entry doesn't look like the best considering how these candles are closing. Actually, NQ is back. Finally. We could try longs actually, but bro, it's playing around. See, about to get a liquidity run here. Okay, now there's a liquidity run. Now the price has showed aggressiveness. Like I would like to see a V-shaped recovery, because then if we get the V-shaped recovery, unlike this consolidation that happened prior to the inversion, I'd like to now try out longs in that kind of situation. You can see that here we inverse clearly, so now I could have my stop somewhere around here and see if price could displace like other to these highs. Alright, this will be something like this, I guess. 1.3R. Damn, it's a little bit small. Let's try longs now. Oh, come on, bro. Like right after I enter, it starts to chop up. And then it edges take profit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna close this at break even. Look at this consolidation. Drops lower, then goes this high, then fails to run the high, this high right here. So honestly, this is a position where I wouldn't like to continue staying in this kind of choppy position. So I would obviously trail to break even, then wait for the break even to get hit, because either way the stop loss will get hit. Like these are the conditions I deal with on NQ. So I'd rather sit out of this trade, because it looks like price doesn't actually want to displace these highs here. It has failed. It was stalling all the way from this first retracement at 10 until 11:30. So if it's stalling for 1 full hour, why would I keep on holding the trade? Now let's go to the next trading day here, New York AM. I'll go to daily. Actually, I'm gonna do NQ, not ES. Yeah, we're back. So checking the 4 hour. We have an SMT at the highs. First thing, are we in any gap or something like that? I don't think we're in any gap, but yeah, there's an SMT at the highs. That's the first thing I notice. We have an SMT from this high right here, like right here. So one thing I can notice from this charts here is we could displace to this low here and to this low here. That's one good thing that I would like to see if price could do. We have London lows, Asia lows, all stacked up. Then another thing is why I think price could also go higher is we have these gaps here. So it's not creating a clear direction, because it's possible that it could just reverse and start going higher, but since it's creating lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, there's a possibility that it could respect the empty and continue going lower. So I'd like to sit out and see what POIs it respects after like some sort of manipulation. So right at open, very beautiful liquidity run, 15-minute gap retracement. We have obvious bearish draws on liquidity. These ones right here, relatively equal lows. That's why I think price could actually start, going lower. But then there is a 5-minute. But either way, that doesn't mean that price is going to go higher. I still think price could displace lower, but I wouldn't enter blindly just like that. Now checking the 1-minute, you can see we get another run higher. This is with I didn't enter on these gaps here because we had more gaps here opposing the bias, so we'd rather wait and instead of FOMOing into an entry, we'd rather miss it as long as it's all learning. So we get a run here, so we get a 2-minute. 2-minute doesn't close as we wanted, so we wait again. All right, 1 minute is about to close. Let's see how this 1 minute closes. So 1 minute closes quite good, and this also marks a 15-minute that has a huge wick, like a wick that's like this. Let's see, this marks a 15-minute with a wick right here. So if things go good, then we can actually get shorts. We also have another SMT right here, so I believe it's like 2 SMTs that are getting stacked up in the same kind of like bias. So if price holds through this, I'd like to see if price displaces like all the way to these relatively equal lows, and probably move to break even around this area. So we weren't clear about the bias, but then as market kept on printing, we went on becoming confident and gathering up an idea of what the market could potentially do. So let's see. Yeah, break even got hit. And honestly, I wouldn't like to close at break even, honestly, but most of the times when it runs a low then reverses with this V-shaped recovery, I don't like to hold these opportunities because you can see it already like starts going higher. So this is why this is a break even close right away. Let's see what price does after this. You can see consolidates all the way. So it's always good when I know that sometimes price works out, sometimes it doesn't. So with this kind of price printing out, what should I expect? First things first is we might chop up. Why? We're in a bullish PDRA, but then we have bearish confluences. Another thing is we might also go higher. So I would like to see if we continue printing bullish confluences, then I will try out longs. If it doesn't, then we get cooked. Okay, looks like SMT just got invalidated. Yeah, SMT invalidated. Let's continue higher. Very beautiful. Get a good 15-minute gap retracement right there. And then we get an inversion, 2-minute closure. And this wouldn't be bad considering that this high here could be taken. And you can see that we're printing some sort of V-shaped recovery like this. So this is what I would like to see price play with. Maybe it displaces, runs this high here, traces, then goes higher. So wait, yeah, so that's basically what I would like to see price do. So let's try out longs. Okay, ES just run the high like right when we took the trade, and then reverses. Looks like we're gonna get stopped out because this is some teeth at the highs weren't the best kind of situation. Okay, let's see. Might actually try out some fire longs as well again. Okay, another closure right here after running liquidity at these lows, and considering that we have an SMT at these lows, this would be an even better entry. So you can take another shot at it and see if it actually holds. And with this wakes out, I'd like to keep my stop, well, not all the way at this low, but maybe somewhere here. See if you can get out like a 1.5 R. Ah, come on. Seriously. Okay. After playing in drawdown for years, you can see that it ends up hitting take profit for a 1.5 R. Well, one good thing is that I recognized the conditions and had a slightly bigger stop loss, which I obviously wouldn't put it all the way here. This here was good because it was like one of the candles that started poking into this gap here. So not a quite good entry because of this heat all the way here. But yeah, we hold through it. Let's go to the next trading day. Checking the 1 hour here. So how's the 4 hour first? So first off, checking the daily. Daily was yesterday was extremely bullish. Very beautiful move. for which I think the PM session contributed heavily. Okay, so checking the 1 hour, looking at this piece of price action we have for the past few days, you can see we've been beautifully bullish, and well, I'd like to see price simply displaced through this. But checking the 4 hour, which is the higher time frame in this kind of conditions, we have an unfilled gap right here, so we have an inverse right here, and yeah, I think there's a possibility price could just continue flashing lower. That's what I'm thinking that could happen, and let's see. Like with this piece of price action that's recent last year, we'll see what is to happen, but most likely is let me draw this. We run this low here, creating higher resistance liquidity at this low, then we reverse, then we start running this low resistance, high here, high here, high here. All this is low resistance liquidity that could get run. So that's the kind of bias I would go with into this kind of market situation. I'm checking the 15-minute. We are obviously displacing lower, clear inversion, and well, I would expect to see price continue lower all the way to these lows. So let's just wait and see. Let's check the 5-minute. 5 minutes is actually building up some liquidity all the way at these highs, which I think that the open could spike higher and take them out. Okay, there is the open, takes out a fair portion of these highs. Then we drop all the way to the low that I was looking out for. So now here in this kind of situation, I would be open to price start going higher. Why? Because we run liquidity. We are in this slightly tapped into this 4-hour gap, and we are having an SMT with ES. So here I would like to see if price forms long opportunities. I'm quite skeptical about this because price leaving behind these lows could be a trap as well. But if we can inverse here, this 3-minute, it will be actually good. If this 3-minute closes like right here, yes, get a 3-minute closure right here, and well, we can try out longs. But then the bad thing is that ES has already run these highs, but if we have the draws higher like London highs and Asia highs, then the longs at this level wouldn't be bad at all. You can try out shorts and see if longs and see if you can secure out 2R. Okay, we're having some good displacement and price has started to stall out, but the good thing is the 4-hour closed beautifully bullish, so I would like to see continuous displacement, but I would also like to trail after. You can see the prices run these highs, so I wouldn't like to see it go back to this entry level, which you can see it wants to do heavily. So this kind of situation I would honestly trail and yeah, see what price action does, because we have this gap right here. And price plays around. I don't think there will be any entry inside here because now prices started chopping up. Like all the way here. Yeah, bro, don't hold on to shit like this. It will be the worst. Let's go to the next trading day. Okay. Come on, let's remove this. Okay. Let's go to the next trading day. So you can see price has started displacing bearish. This day yesterday was a small range day, which is why we didn't get any cool entries right there. Now checking the 4-hour, price is displacing lower, so I wouldn't like to go against the trend. Well, it's possible the price could just reverse from some sort of area here, so that's why I would like to see it maybe retrace like all the way to discount. See, like some maybe somewhere here. I would consider like buys are possible, but as long as we're still playing inside here, anything is possible. It could go higher, it could go lower. It's all possible. Now checking the 1 hour or the 15. Actually, 15 was good. We had a good liquidity run. Now we're just placing lower. Well, now I'm gonna wait for open. Where you can see that we ran this high here. I think it could be an SMT. Well, no, not just yet. You can see we start displacing lower. Now let's see where are we gonna get the entries. Okay, 15-minute gap retracement. We got this inversion right here. We can enter shorts. Take the first small play. The reason I don't want to target all the way these lows, actually you can target actually these lows here. Let's see if the 4 hour has just how the 4 hour closed. 4 hour closed bearishly, so we could actually drive all the way to this low here if price is going good. This is a 1 hour low. 10-point stop loss for a 2.6 hour trade. And bang, take profit for a 2.6 hour, and we hit all the way to what's it called, the discount level area. So it looks like we're banging actually in this session for some reason. We have an IFVG here. Wait, no. So this IFVG ended up holding, and you can see price even retraces back to it. Look at the closures. And one thing I also want to examine is if I put the middle line and zoom this stuff in, bro, look at these closures, like how price closes directly below this middle line. So I mean, sometimes the algorithm is just too perfect. So yeah, that's a good dub, to be honest. Very, very A plus. Okay, here's another 15-minute gap retracement. Let's see how this 15-minute closes. All right, this is a good closure. 15-minute has already just closed. So I would like to see price continue displacing lower and lower and lower. But then it left behind a 5 minutes, so we'd rather be cautious. And we get a fairly good 5-minute closure. So after the 15-minute rejection here, 5-minute also embraced. Well, I'm not gonna trade this because we already got the trade for the day, but this is another opportunity to tape read. If we have a stop right here and see if we can get like 1 or 1.5 hours squeezed out of this move. Okay, look again at this, bro. These inversions are crazy. Middle line. Let me make it a little bit thicker. Okay, now this is way too thick. Okay, this midline. Okay, yeah, you can see how it taps the consequent encroachment of that IFVG, then it displaces lower. Right to take profit. So this session was a banger, man. This session is becoming a banger. Yeah, this actually matches the song that I'm hearing win after win. It's an NLE Chopper kind of song. I don't even know what you're saying. New York AM. Next day. So you can see that we ended up falling where? To the consequent encroachment of this move. This right here. Well, I didn't want to consider this one from here to here because I considered this from here to here already balanced, since you can see we drove close to it. So I consider it like we've already reached there. Well, let me make it fully visible. 0 and 1. Where is this shit? Okay, here is it. 1 0. You can see that from here to here we actually retraced, and it was a fair value gap, so I didn't want to consider this whole price leg. But considering this one here, you can see we had the best retracement. So even if I were to consider this, then that would mean I want to see a run below this low. So I'm not really sure if we'll get that, but either way we'll adjust to what price is to show. So first things first, price is displacing lower. We have some outstanding lows here, like, well, first is that one, then these two draws. So in this session I'll be looking for these two draws right here. Now checking the 15-minute, we retraced actually into this fair value gap right here. I'd like to see a deeper retrace, but let's wait for open, because there's a possibility open could just even drop all the way to these lows. Here there is market open, and as market open you can see we ran this high right here, and price ultimately tanks heavily lower after this 5-minute had inverse. So I would have loved to enter this 5-minute inverse, but nah, not the kind of person. Let's wait a little bit. That's a heavy drop. So you can see all the draws that we had get met either way. So what will be the next draws, because price is still bearish. Let's see what we are to hit. We have this low here, this low here. Let's see how it goes. This is actually a good continuation movement. You can see after this heavy drop, price that is stalling out. Actually, yes, had a better kind of thing here. 15-minute rejection, and then 5-minute inverse, like here. Yes, was creating a better placement of the trade, because it had created the gap. You can see we had something like this, and the 5-minute like inverses right away. But then sometimes I don't like to trade ES because it's slow. It's the one that always creates the SMTs all the time. So FG, IFG, run on these highs. If you go on the low time frame, you can see it's a very beautiful liquidity run on these highs. So that's why I would like to see some shorts play out here. A tight stop, squeeze out a 1.5 R. Let's see if it works out. And bang, there it goes. Price scares us for a while, then drops. So very beautiful displacement. And with these kinds of situations where price is going very close to stops, it's because we are this kind of slow, creating huge wicks back to back. And it's obviously because we were coming from a heavy, let's say, displacement level where price is exhausted with, dropping. Like, there's huge volume inside here that is logical for price to drop up inside here. It's logical for price to go slow inside of these ranges. I mean, it will go all to the draws on liquidity that we have, but it will not move as fast as it always moves. And you can see smash through all those lows, bro. All the lows that you can think of. So on ES, this could have been the draws. Actually, this low here, this lows here. Well, the good thing is that we secured our own piece of the pie, but it's all great. Limo is asking if I'm not from Kenya, man. I'm not from Kenya. Do I look like I'm from Kenya? Or I might low-key be a Kenyan citizen. I'm from Rwanda, man. I'm from Rwanda, but maybe someday hope to come to Kenya. Where are you from? Where it's already 12, so here we should just go to the next trading day. Bro, these SD Kid songs make me feel like I'm in a flow state. Genuinely, hear this.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. I like it when I see that people are actually vibing with my stuff. It's actually fun. Alrighty, so yeah, Limo SD Kid hits right. Like he has had flows. I mean, listen to this, bro. This guy's on top level. This guy's on top level. Anyways, let's do some analysis if we can vibe to some music. Uh, it's SD Kid. So checking the 4 hour, we are kind of retracing. Price still looks somewhat bearish, and well, it ended up dropping actually. So I think it was respecting this trend here. Now checking the 1 hour. See, since it was displacing lower, I'd like to see price continue like all the way to these lows. We have London low and Asia low. So this means that actually we could take shorts all through these lows here. So this is actually fire. Let's check the 1 hour. Yes, we have a liquidity run right here, and well, price is already displacing lower. I'd like to see if we get another retracement higher, like right at open. You can see the price directly flies higher. Well, it might leave behind an SMT. It will be good for me to take shorts. Yeah, I guess here we can draw the liquidity. Like, look at this gap here. Like FVG, then we get an IFVG right here inside. So like price is simply building up confluences for shorts. So that's why I'd like to see price, continue lower and lower and lower. We can try out these shorts and see if they work out. Right, we hit take profit like right before 10. This was a very beautiful drop. Checking the 15-minute. Oh, baby, what we finna do? Right, here is the SMT. So, I mean, this was kind of discretion because I usually don't long against this. I was like actually waiting for price to show me confluences that it actually wants to go lower instead of just waiting for this gap to be inversed. And the moment I saw price enter this gap, close like directly above the consequent encroachment, the middle line, you can see like, let me make this a little bit bigger. So let's zoom this in. Like, observe this kind of price action. You can see that price closes like very beautifully inside. This candle here inside, this candle here inside, this candle here inside. So this is a clear indication that price seriously wanted to go lower because it was respecting this gap here. So this was a very good area to trail to break even. Like, once we displace through this low with heavy energy, like after this candle, you would trail to break even, then wait for the full draws on liquidity. So that will be the breakdown of my thought process through this kind of trade here. Limo Trades is saying Whoa, why haven't you traded live though? What's wrong? Why wouldn't you trade live? I mean, backtesting is good, but in live you get to also learn the other part of trading, because in backtesting you learn the technicals, you get the confidence with the strategy and stuff, but then the live trading gives you the real experience, gives you the it shows you your enemies, the over trading, the emotions and stuff. So that's why live trading is very important, and that's why I also think you shouldn't spend a long time on demo, because it kills, bro. Demo is not good. If you spend a long time on it, then you obviously I got hit. Oh damn, that's heavy. That's heavy. I get you, man. I get you. It's understandable, but you know, you gotta come back to ball and get some money from the markets. Sometime soon. But the reason I'm also coming back on that point is whether, like, when you lose that huge amount of money, you come in like going very very slowly, like take light trades, or try out pro firms and stuff like that. What's your idea on that? Like trying pro firms or going very very lightly with live trading? Right. I'm running. Oh, actually, that's fire. Yeah, being trading on live is unfunded is better than being live when you don't have. Whoa, whoa! What's with the switch up? You were. Damn, that's heavy. I actually blew a funded actually this week as well. I mean, the market wasn't trading me right this week. Uh, but we gotta keep our heads up and come back either way, because there is no failing. There's no going back. So I'm gonna take the punches that market throws at us either way. So what's the bias here? I wouldn't like to see longs, because this is a very good rejection here. Give me a second. Let's see. Is this like OTE range? Hmm. Actually, it's OTE. Let's see if he displaces lower after this. Yeah, it fails to do so. Yeah, sure, man. You can join in the Discord. The Discord is in the bio. I think I've put it there. I think I've put the Discord in the bio, and the description of the live as well. It's there. You can join. What it is? Okay, let's do one more day here of backtesting and call it backtesting day, I guess. Call it. Okay, so we've been printing bearish candles for 3 days now. Bearish, bearish, bearish. This one kind of failed, and there's a possibility the price could actually start going higher. Let's see, is this a volume imbalance? Yeah, it is. And this sort of volume imbalance right here, let's see, it could potentially hold. The price, starts going higher. I think so. Right, so 4 hour here is actually a little bit more clearer. One thing I can see is that we had a very very sharp liquidity run right here, and shaking with ES. Yeah, it also ran the low. Very good. So what would the draws here be with this kind of displacement and price pushing higher? I'd like to see maybe price run these highs here. We've already run London and Asia highs, so price could potentially go a little bit slower, but As long as it heads all the way to the draws on liquidity, it will be great. So 1 hour here, we have an unfilled gap that could be a potential candidate to hold price higher. So we just wait and see. So right at open, we retrace into this 5 minute, then we start displacing higher. Like to see a deeper retracement though. Buying here would be kind of like a little bit buying in premium. Alright, there's the liquidity run. You can see we run this low here, and ES has not run the low just yet. Let's see what is to happen here. Has ES run the low? Yeah, slightly I'd say. The low here is 2.738, while he's 2.738 as well. 0.25. Yeah, very perfectly equal lows. Your Discord is mute. What do you mean it's mute? Yeah, well, we'll rarely trade. Oh yeah, I'm not actually presenting like in the Discord right now. How about I join in like 2 minutes after closing this one here? Wow, was a shit. So we get another drop. Let's see, let's turn here. Okay, let's continue the backtesting. Share the screen. Okay, yeah, let's continue with the backtesting. I'm presenting back on YouTube and on Discord with Limo. Right, let's see. 2 minute, 1 minute, there is still nothing. I'd like to see a better inversion to try out longs. And price turns out to be heavily bearish. This is not looking good so far. So there's a huge possibility the price could actually go lower with this kind. If it's holding like this, you could actually try out some shorts. Wait, how is it disabled? How can't you use your mic though? I can see you're in the voices. Wait, let's see in the settings. I think I can change it. Let's see. Changing the mic for others. Wanna be here? I don't really know how to set this shit up. Bro, I think you're allowed to speak in the calls though. Let's edit. Permissions. Anyways, was good backtesting on YouTube. Well, I'll be fixing, the permissions stuff on Discord soon. But yeah, I'd say this was a pretty good backtesting day. It was nice meeting you all that showed up to the backtesting. Shout out to Limo, shout out to Gilbert, shout out to Ricardo Martinez. Have a great weekend, boys. Stay blessed. Peace. Meals out. We are done.